It is Election Day 2024. Big important day, but it is still spooky season in Teleria. Even though we're like, 5-6 days removed from Halloween? Doesn't matter. I'm still well enough into the Halloween spirit. Things are very spooky today, no matter what side of the political aisle you're on. But that's all beside the point. This is Game Grind with Stones Malone, a new series in which I grind on a game. And today, that game happens to be Raid Shadow Legends. Now, I've been playing this game for only the past 2 months. I've avoided it all these years because I knew it would suck me in. I'm a big sucker for turn-based RPGs. Grew up on Final Fantasy. Now, granted, games like Raid, they do not have the story element of a Final Fantasy, but that's all right, because it strips everything down to the gameplay specifically. And of course, also unlike Final Fantasy, there's a bunch of, microtransactions and shit like that. But, yes, that's a turnoff for some. Not the biggest deal in the world for me. It's very possible to play this game and have fun with it without paying a dime. But make no mistake, there are people out there who absolutely will just empty their wallets to claim victory in this game. Let's be honest, mobile games are designed in that way. They take all their cues from, people who run casinos. They know how to keep you sucked in, give you all the flashing colors and sounds. But if you can manage it, swat those ads away, like you'll probably see me continue to do, like you saw me do at the very beginning, and just grind, grind the old school way. And again, this series is called Game Grind. So let's not beat around the bush too much longer. For those of you who aren't familiar, I'm not going to go into great depth here because I don't want to make this a 10-hour long video. But basically the point is you summon characters. I will call them characters and not champions, because there are plenty of other games up this alley, like Summoner's War, that refers to them as monsters. This game refers to them as champion. They're characters, okay? They're effing cartoons. All right, so you get these shards. Green ones are the shittiest. I have 7 of them. Let's just see, right? You open a shard, you get a character. Now, this is trash. Right, the green ones give you pretty much nothing but trash. If you're lucky, you might get a 3-star character. In this case, I pulled a 1-star troglodyte, appropriately named. But you get the idea. Now, these 1-star, 2-star monsters are basically just food, right? You use them to level up your more important characters. See, these are the swat them away. Go into the tavern, and now you got your characters that you actually give a shit about, right? And, let's take this guy who I am kind of passively working on building. Now, this is a good character, right? I want to up his power a little bit. We can scroll on down to some of these crappier monsters like the troglodyte we just pulled and go ahead and upgrade. Now, a single 1-star monster is not going to do very much to a level 37 epic, but every little bit counts. So now you get an idea, right? And as these characters go, if you look closely, you can see that each character, has a little, in all these squares here, in all these little profile pics, you have a purple triangle, or a blue flame, or a red skull, or a green lightning bolt. And those are what we call affinities. Works like rock, paper, scissors. Green beats red, red beats blue, blue beats green. Okay? So these characters are all going to have advantages and disadvantages over each other. The purple triangles, those are void characters. They do not recognize affinity. So they are neither strong nor weak against any other player, or any other character, I should say. Which is why they're so valuable. But anyway, getting long-winded with this. Here's another ad. Swat it. Without beating around the bush too much more, we're almost 5 minutes in. Let's get into some action. And we're going to go right into the arena, which is player versus player, right? You got PvE or you've got PvP, player versus environment. which is your campaign, your dungeons, your faction wars, all that stuff. Then you've got player versus player, which is what we find in Arena. Now there's Classic, Live, and Tag. I don't want to sit here and get in depth into all of these. Live is real time. You got to sit and you got to wait for another player to join. You got to hope that they have a good connection. I've never messed with it in this game. Not yet. I just opened it. I just unlocked level 50, which is when that particular spot opens. Anyway, let's just, for the sake of simplicity, we're going to jump into Classic Arena. Now, I'm level 50, okay? So if you look to the left here, all these player profiles, I'm not too eager to jump in there with, second from the bottom, Karatal Yedkov. That is a level 100 player. I'm not even trying to mess with that guy, okay? I'm going to try to keep it within the ballpark of where I'm at. So, Jonaz, 09, level 52, not too much ahead of where I'm at. His team power, 138 versus my 160. Now, that can be deceiving. You can absolutely wind up running into somebody who is a lower level than you with a lower team power, but if they know what they're doing, they can boost their stats in just the right way. They can optimize their team in just the right way so that they get first turn and you never even get a hit on them. In this game, any game like this, speed wins the day. But if you look up in the upper left-hand corner of the blue side of the screen, which is my side, Odin, who is my leader, has an aura skill that increases my Void allies' speed in Arena by 40%, which is huge. That's a massive speed advantage. The opponent, his aura skill increases accuracy by 60, which is nothing to sneeze at, but again, speed wins the day. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I can shut this person down. And I'll tell you, since I pulled Odin, I've put everything I could into him. He is the game changer. And you'll see why here in a moment. He gets first strike. We're going to go ahead and go into his second skill, in which he is going to stun the entire team and weaken their defense. So now they miss a turn. Their defense is weakened. And I'm going to go ahead and target the blue affinity, this warrior chick with the red cape, because I think she's got to revive. So I'm gonna focus on attacking her first, getting her out of the mix. Just get her out of there. Because if you don't, and you get rid of somebody else, she's going to bring them back. Pull her attack bar away with Loki. Now that's even longer before she gets a turn, and just keep going. She's gone. Out of there. Now, all the way to the left, we got this samurai-looking demon thing. Low HP, high attack. Get him out of here. Oh, I was hoping that would do more damage. Nevertheless, stun him again. See, and this is with Odin. You keep getting that stun on everybody. And look at this. We're wiping them right out. Now, victory is within our grasp. Nothing that they can do. Game, set, match. Victory in the arena for Stones Malone. Thank you very much. Now you can feel all good about yourself. But let's just go ahead and roll the dice. Since I'm feeling froggy, let's see what happens when I step out of my lane and I attack a level 100 player with a team that more than doubles mine in power. Now, both our leaders have speed, speed increasing aura skills. Mine is greater, but I will guarantee you that this player has buffed his guys way more than I have. Watch this murder. Just to show you that I'm not so arrogant. And here we go. His Loki's already locking us out. Diana's dead. Look at that. He wiped out everybody but Loki. My Loki's all I have left. And maybe I can drag this out a little bit, but it's going nowhere. Let's see how well I can do, though. Let's see how long I can hang. That'll be a moral victory in itself if I can even take out one of his characters. But let's be honest, it's not going to happen. And, yep, there you have it. That's what happens when you punch way above your weight. You know, it's like a 100-pound weakling taking on a 200-pound pro wrestler. It's just, it's not happening. But anyway, there is Arena in Raid Shadow Legends. Now, maybe one of these days, swap more ads, get out of here. Don't even look at them, okay? If your bank account is wanting, don't even be looking, because they will intrigue you. Some of them, it's only $2. I'll go ahead and I'll throw a couple bucks out there to get a little more play time. No, don't do it. I mean, unless you got the money to throw away, don't do it. Nevertheless, it's a highly addictive, very fun game. Thanks for sticking with me, but we're over the 10-minute mark, and I don't want to make, at least not initially, I don't want to make these too long-winded. Let me know if you'd like to see more Raid content in the future, or any other game for that matter. Until then, thanks. I'll see you in the next one.